Now we continue the discussion on RC circuits. As told earlier, this is a very interesting aspect and the exact application of differential equations, and it is very simple circuit, just one resistor, just one capacitor, and how we can get various options for various inputs and depending upon the initial condition of the capacitor. So we will spend a lot of time on discussion of RC circuits. Then we will add the one more interesting component, inductor. We will have RL circuits, LC circuits and RLC circuits. This is the crux of this subject, that is the subject of circuit theory, R, L and C, how the circuit behaves in a very interesting manner depending upon the initial state and input condition. So I will try my level best to explain, bring the things to you in a simple manner without mentioning the syllabus point. At this point we are discussing. We will just naturally unfold the contents as we proceed. So last time, so in general, there is a resistor, there is a capacitor, input we connect at one end and at other end we connect the output. And we have seen that in the last lecture, this input what was there was a simple DC voltage source of 1 volt, and there is a switch which we connected. This is V in T. And resistor of 1 ohm, capacitor of 1 farad, and if we close the switch at t equal to 0, what will be the output VOT if VOT at t equal to 0 was given as something? If VOT at t equal to 0 was given as something. So if VOT at t equal to 0 or VO0 is 0, then we get charging. If VOT at t equal to 0 is 1 and this battery was of 1 volts. If VO0 is 0, then VOT is equal to 1 minus e raised to minus t. And at the same time IT is equal to e raised to minus t, that we calculated. If VO0 is 1, then VOT remains 1 and IT remains 0. Now I will add just small variation in order to explain to you how things do change, and then later we will try to increase the complexity. Right now this differential equation we have not solved. This differential equation I have told you some technique that for a differential equation which is a linear differential equation, a plus b e raised to lambda t is a solution. Based on that you have built up the further story. So what do we do is, now if the same circuit 1 volt battery, 1 ohm resistance, 1 farad capacitor switches to at t equal to 0, but V0 at 0 is 2 volts. That is, it is not something which is substantially different, but just to give you some idea how things do change. If a capacitor is charged with 2 volt earlier, and the switch is closed, what will happen? It's quite interesting. One more thing which is important is that the batteries which we connect, current can go inside the battery also. It is a very different situation. Right now we don't spend time on it, but I will give you some homework which you should try to study on your own. That the most interesting point which you must be also aware, because of its general use, that in general the battery is very interesting and is a now internationally researched topic because we want to compact batteries. Few of you may join, and in that chargeable battery. So what I would like to tell you is that what happens when chargeable battery is used, is exhausted, and what happens when it is being charged. So right now, not you don't take it as any kind of immediate work, but try to think what is the model of chargeable battery, how you can think of a charge. What happens a chargeable battery as a model of ideal voltage source, some resistor, something else. I give you a hint, some diode. So chargeable battery, you try to, the hint of diode is given because otherwise it's not so easy. The chargeable battery is to be considered made up of ideal voltage sources, resistances and diode, charging circuit. So you just try to think of chargeable battery as a model with voltage source, resistance, diode. What I wanted to tell all this thing is that when VO0 is 2 volts, what is the situation? 2 volts are there. Earlier the switch was open, was open, 2 volts here, 1 volt here, and now the switch is getting closed. We want to know what is VOT. You don't know what is VOT. Those who want to continue on their own to find the answer can put a pause and try to have an answer. If they get, they can resume, or those who cannot can immediately resume, or those who want that, no, it's not that I should find on my own, I will watch, they can continue to watch. So what will happen now? Let us have a very simple idea. A simple Kirchhoff's laws will work. This is a series circuit with nothing coming out. So the current through resistor is same as current through capacitor. Current through resistor is same as current through capacitor. So by applying, that is at this node there is no diversion. So resistor current is capacitor current, and in this mesh, V in T is equal to voltage across resistor plus voltage across capacitor. So simply we will have this as 1 volt is equal to VRT plus VC or VOT, right? This is simple Kirchhoff's mesh law. Kirchhoff's mesh law. I'm applying it starting from T equal to 0. So V in T is 1 volt. That 1 volt is equal to VRT plus VOT. What is VRT? VRT, voltage across resistor, VOT, voltage across capacitor, and obviously IRT is equal to IC. IRT is equal to ICT. What is ICT? ICT is voltage across current through capacitor is equal to C is 1 is C dVOT by dt, but C is 1, so it is dVOT by dt. So IRT is also dVOT by dt. And since R is 1, we can also have VRT is equal to IRT dVOT by dt. So obviously, if I put it here, we get V if we put this as here, so directly we get dVot upon dt plus Vot as it is, and that is equal to 1. So that is very clear that this circuit is same, input voltage is same, the input voltage we are applying is same, so differential equation is same. Only difference is on when we write the differential equation in standard form, we write it as this on the left hand side. So dVot upon dt plus Vot is equal to 1. So same differential equation, no change. Simply I want to tell you how interesting it works. When Vot is taken differently at t equal to 0. So obviously, as told earlier, the solving now, it's very what I would like to suggest now is that in the last lecture I told you that Vot, this is a differential equation. So a differential equation means there is not stringent relationship. Suppose if Vot equal to cos t is a string, it defines Vot directly, or some kind of non-linear equation also we may have. Vot means x square or ax square plus by plus c, that is also defines x stringently, whereas differential equation does not tie up, does not enforce something so strictly. Differential equation does not enforce something so strictly. Differential equation allows multiple values of variable to exist depending upon what was the value of the variable at given time instant. So it is an equation which works on difference. So if value of the variable at some point of time is given, then what will be the value of variable at any other point, that is determined by differential equation. So differential equation, if you want to have a unique solution, you must have one constant, that is the value of that variable at given time, and that we have assumed now that Vot at t equal to 0 is 2 volts I have given, right? And then now, so I told you in the last session that Vo for such a differential equation, Vot is a plus b raised to lambda t is a broader type of solution. So I told you this, we solved it assuming this solution and found out values of a, b and lambda. Now question is how that somehow it happened that I gave you the hint and you worked. Now, so for this type of differential equation, you are deprived from the development of the skill to find the solution. I told you, once it was told that this is a solution, then it reduced to high school level or early junior college level mathematics. The very basic theme of what kind of Vot can satisfy this equation, that is means finding a differential equation, you are deprived from that. This is just like MCQ. It is not a classical answer. So we did that, but when next differential equation comes, I will expect you to think of a solution, right? Okay, so let us proceed now. So this is to be assumed Then this is to be put in the differential equation, this differential equation, and we can find a, b and lambda, but we make it further simplified. Given what if VOT is this, what is VO0? VO0 is at t equal to 0. At t equal to 0, this becomes 1. So VO0 is a plus b, and we are given that it is 2. So a plus b, that is equal to 2. A plus b, that is equal to 2. So b is 2 minus a. B is 2 minus a. So VOT is equal to a plus 2 minus a e raised to lambda t. VOT. And what is dVOT by dt? dVOT by dt. dVOT by dt. This is there to 0. So it is lambda 2 minus a e raised to lambda t. So now we put the writing, and we will remove that on the left hand side so that I can use the board effectively. See, I am trying my level best to explain things to you in a simple manner. Only assumption prerequisite is some preliminary high school level mathematical skills and common sense. Right, so dVOT is lambda 2 minus a e raised to lambda t plus VOT. It is a plus 2 minus a e raised to lambda t, lambda 2 minus a e raised to lambda t plus, that is dVOT by dt, plus VOT, that is equal to 1. Right? Now, one thing is very simple, that the differential equation what we get is having a very obvious thing. It leads to an equation here where I have one exponential term and one few non-exponential terms. This is one equation which is having two variables, say a and lambda, but this equation, if one variable is an exponent and other variable is common. So when one variable is an exponent, what we get is that, otherwise one equation and two unknowns we can't get solution. There are multiple solutions. But when such equation is there, such equation where there are two variables and only one equation, but one variable is in exponent, it is having two equations inbuilt. Non means simple, that those terms which do not have e raised to lambda t must be equal, and the terms which have e raised to lambda t must also be equal. The terms which do not have e raised to lambda t must also be equal, and the terms which have e raised to lambda t must also be equal. So what we should do is that it is a very simple technique, that on both sides you just write terms don't have e raised to lambda t. So a equal to 1, you get the answer. Terms which don't have e raised to lambda t, a equal to 1, you get the answer. And terms which have lambda t, so e raised to lambda t. So, and e raised to lambda t you don't count, only remaining coefficients, lambda 2 minus a plus 2 minus a, and on this side nothing. On this side nothing. Is it clear? It is very, now even it is a high school scholarship level problem. It is high school scholarship, that is 8th standard problem. This equation segregate it or divide it into two parts. Segregate is a word that when I say it, now you have Google Dictionary. Otherwise, when we were students, when such a word was uttered, a dictionary was need to be searched. So divide this into two parts. Terms without e raised to lambda t, those must be equal, and coefficients of e raised to lambda t on both terms must also be equal. So a equal to 1 and remaining is a. Now this we can further simplify because we know a equal to 1. So it is 2 minus a is 1. So lambda plus 1 must be equal to 0. Lambda plus 1 must be equal to 0. So lambda is minus 1. A is 1. What is B? Or B is not needed. So what is VOT? What is VOT? VOT is it is somewhat interesting now. It is quite interesting if you plot VOT is equal to A is 1 A plus 2 minus A e raised to lambda t. So A is 1 plus 2 minus A is 1 and e raised to lambda is minus 1. So or I write A plus 2 minus A is 1 e raised to minus 1 into t. So this is 1 plus e raised to minus t. 1 plus e raised to minus t. And if you plot it now, VOT initially was 2 volts. VOT initially was 2 volts. So if you plot it, one plus e raised to minus t. Plus e raised to minus t at t equal to 0. At t equal to 0, e raised to minus t is 1. So 1 plus 1, and it will be, output will slowly, that is the capacitor is set now to discharge. Initial charge held by capacitor of 2 volts will come down 1 plus e raised to minus t. And what would be IT? That is the current. That also we can have. That is IT from R and C is same. IT is C dVOT by dt. IT is C dVOT by dt. C is 1, so it is dVOT by dt. That is 1 minus e raised to minus t. Minus e raised to minus t. This, if I plot it IT by this blue ink, and this VOT by this I have plotted already, that is by red ink. So you can have both graphs on the same sheet. Red line tells you VOT. This is something which is very rapid. And blue line, I am putting T equals 0 here. Sorry, T, not T. I am just writing T at the end. So at T equal to 0, e raised to minus t, is 1 and minus will be minus 1 at t equal to 0, and then it will also slowly reach 0. The current is minus means capacitor discharge. The moment at which you connect the switch, this voltage is 2 volt, this volt is 1 volt, current will flow in this direction, right? So we have just discussed 3 cases for the same circuit. I will have just a recap of 3 together. You can plot the graph on your own. So, initial case VO0 is 0, VOT and IT. Initial case VO0 is 1 and initial case VO0 is 2. So, it is 1 minus e raised to minus t, 1 minus e raised to minus t, it is e raised to minus t. It is 1, it is 0. It is 1 plus e raised to minus t and it is minus e raised to minus t. You can plot all these 3 graphs and try to visualize how the circuit works. Right? So this is a quite interesting thing. So we are trying to get ourselves acquainted with solution of differential equation for various situations. Now we will try to make the things more complex and I will make you think further. So I think this is very clear. I rub it out. And we will have same circuit. Also deliberately I have chosen values as 1 and 1. We can change the values. I think I will give you homework. For the same circuit which we discussed right now, a 1 volt battery, a switch closed at t equal to 0, finding the output for various values of V00, that you should work for values of R and C as not 1, 1, but in terms of R and C. So you find the answer in terms of R and C. So put value as R for resistor, C for capacitor and try to find the solutions. The solution type is simple, A plus B raised to lambda t, and then you can proceed. Now I make the things further interesting, that instead of this I connect V in t as cos t. Again I have taken a very simple circuit. V in t as cos t. What would be V? So what is the differential equation? Same, dVOT by dt plus V in t plus VOT is equal to V in t, and in this, so this is the differential equation. Same, that is dVOT by dt plus VOT is equal to V in t. Last time V in t we have taken as 1, but now it is V in t. So it would be dVOT by dt plus So right now no switch closure, nothing. This is the circuit. Cos t, if V in t is cos t, what would be V? Now I have given you an opportunity to think. Last time you can say that I deprived your opportunity by giving you the hint. When hint is given, you can't proceed further. So means in thinking. So now I am not giving a hint. Is it clear? So dVot by dt plus Vot is equal to cos t. So what kind of solution? There are infinite solutions actually. There are infinite solutions. But now we will say that oh, the problem is too simple. Problem is too simple. Because the problem would have a difficulty if there is one solution, finding that. But even though there are infinite solutions, it's not that it doesn't have any solution. Even though means out of possibility of infinite functions, few infinite functions are solutions and others are not. When I say Vot to find, Vot equal to t, is it solution for this? No. Vot equal to t, that is dVot by t is 1 plus t is not cos t. So even though there are infinite solution, that doesn't make that the solution is simple or anybody can find it out. So you try to find out this solution. How to find out? Is the idea clear? So this is something what is called as exploring. That Columbus tried to explore the earth to find something. He was not knowing what he is going to find. But we know what we are going to find. Is the idea clear? We are working on a very simple circuit. 1 ohm resistance, 1 farad capacitor. Initial condition you may assume any. Any means you give one solution, you give one function which satisfies the solution. And then if you put t equal to 0, that would be initial condition. That's all. So I am making the things quite simple, quite straightforward, but still the job is difficult. We have to explore how means, as I stated, that derivative is straightforward, forward in engineering. It's a clear science. Integration is somewhat difficult, and differential equation is requiring you reverse engineering. It is to some extent an art. Means unless means human intelligence matters in solving differential equations in its closed form. Human intelligence matters. So it would be difficult. To find AI-based solution for differential equation in its closed form. I give you one more task. Integration is not so easy. If I give you any function, you can differentiate it. Fx equal to e raised to minus x square. Fx is equal to e raised to minus x square. This is a function. You find out its integration, indefinite integration. So the task is to find minus e raised to minus x square dx. This is homework, and those who find solution should tell me on WhatsApp. What would be that function gx, which would be e raised to minus x square dx? And it is again, it's not that I am asking you. I mean, there are few mischievous fellows. What you must have in your childhood have done that. This is the puzzle. construct this without lifting the pen. Construct this without lifting the pen. So this doesn't have solution, and then you want to just make fun of the person in front of you to ask such impossible question. This is not. This is existing. Means I am not asking you to find out some integration which doesn't exist. So this integration exists. It's very interesting. So you try to find out. Okay. So that is something which is very connected to integration, because finding derivative is straightforward, finding integration is not so, and solving a differential equation to a large extent is an art along with science. Means you need some intuition. To find the answer. Means that solution must come from within. We can say cos t is V, it is cos t, 1 ohm, 1 farad, V2t is to find out. So you can find by either way. Think of some classical way, then you need to integrate. So it's integrating it all over again goes to a very complex state. You just can't get a direct solution to it. Then we may go by trial and error. Those who want to find solution on their own without watching the video can definitely try, and then they can resume the video. And those who think that no, it is very difficult otherwise also I want to watch, can continue watching, assuming that all are watching video. So we may work by trial and error. We know some trigonometric differentiations. d by dt of sin t is cos t. d by dt of cos t is sin t. And when you add, say, sin t plus cos t, what you get? Sin t plus cos t, what you get? That also you can think of. You get some phase shift, that is your CET trigonometry. So you can also, you may or may not need this, but if you want to have some simple solution, you may need this. Now, how we may think on this? So I will just try whether finding classical solution is very difficult, so let us not try that way. We try with some trial and error. So trial and error, let VOT is cos t. Let. So what will happen? Means assume one solution, finally just find RHS. So if VOT is cos t, what is dVOT? In that case, dVOT by dt is minus sign. So left hand side is cos t, VOT is cos t, dVOT by dt is minus sin t. So cos t minus sin t, RHS is cos t. So this is not a solution. Why? Is it clear? So it is means I have reduced the solving of differential equation problem into high school level scholarship problem. Assume one solution, compute LHS and RHS, and do it by some kind of intuitive thinking, by assuming some things, and check whether you accidentally get into it. Accidentally. There is no scientific method. Let us try it. So this is not a solution. Then what you can think of, then you think of so neither only cos t nor only sin t is going to help. So then you can add some multipliers. So you can have a cos t. If it is a cos t, then differentiation is minus a sin t, minus a sin t plus a cos t is so minus a sin t plus a cos t, right? u is a cos t, du by dt is minus a sin t. Can it ever be equal to cos t for any value of a for that matter? For any value of a for that matter. So let us assume that VOT is equal to a cos t. For any value of a, it is not possible. Even if a is 0, that is not possible. A is 1, so minus a sin t is equal to, this goes on the other side, 1 minus a cos t. Will it be, for any value of a it is possible? It will not be possible, because the very simple reason, if you take this on the other side, this becomes tan t, and on this side it becomes, this you take here, divide and divide by a on this side, divide by minus a on both sides, divide by minus a by dividing by minus a cos t on both sides, tan t becomes 1 minus a upon minus a, that is equal to tan t is equal to a minus 1 upon a. It varies from as t varies, tan t varies from minus infinity through 0 to plus infinity, and a is a constant. So not as, so this is impossible. So this is also not a solution. Then I give you a hint and coupled homework. Let VOT is equal to a cos t plus b sin. A cos t plus b sin. Because neither a cos t will help nor a sin t will help. So just some kind of jugglery, trial and error. So what is dVOT by dt? dVOT by dt is minus a sin t plus b cos t. And you can put these two values. By putting these two values in this differential equation, what we get as minus a sin t, I write it directly, minus a sin t plus b cos t plus a cos t plus b sin t, that is equal to cos t. So it is sin, that is b minus a sin t plus a plus b cos t is equal to cos t. Now we stop here, and before we meet for next time, you must be able to tell me values of b and a. This exists, this is the solution for a specific values of b, a and b. We get the solution, we meet in the next time.